Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on today's video. So welcome to Baking a Budget. So this is one of my channel with the new name. We used to be Modern Day Woman here on this channel, but I did want my channel title or name to focus more into the budget community, so it's a little bit more recognizable as a budget channel. So I hope you guys don't mind me changing it to Baking a Budget, but welcome. My name's Brittany. I am a 33-year-old that is married, and we have a son named Mason. He is 2, and he is a handful right now in the toddler stage, so bear with me. But a little bit about the channel. So we do pretty much all budgeting here on this channel. So we are a zero-based cash budgeter. We do cash stuffings every week, as well as some debt updates, and I'd be happy to do some videos about Excel and learning how to make budgets on Excel, and then also maybe throwing in a little bit of baking background. So I do have a pastry chef degree. I was a pastry chef for years before I got into HR, so I would definitely love to share with you guys some great recipes that are budget friendly, that taste really good. But I also have a cake fund envelope that you see in my videos, and I use that money to make cakes and everything for my family for their birthdays. So I'll kind of show a little bit while we're talking here, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We are going to do a budget with me. My husband and I both get paid this Friday, so we are going to budget our income and see what we're going to do with it. So thank you so much again for watching, and let's just jump into it. So right here, we are going to jump here into our Excel. I apologize. It looks like I feel like every time I plug in my microphone to my computer, it really lags my mouse. I don't know why, but it does. So, okay, so looking here, we get paid on January 13th. My husband will bring in $25.89, and then I always pre-budget for the month, and I just put $650 just to be on the safe side. But as you see, last paycheck it was $738, and this week it's actually going to be $753, which is awesome. Both weeks I did have the extra 8 hours from holiday pay, so that's super cool. Okay, so that means we're going to be bringing in $3,342. I'm going to figure out how to get my mouse not to lag. That's super annoying. Okay, so we are going to jump down here to our fixed expenses. So I mentioned in my last video, we are not going to be cash stuffing anymore, so we are a month ahead on our bills. So these bills and this money is actually going to be set aside for next month's bills. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the total amount of these bills and actually moving it to our savings account. And then at the end of the month, after all the transfers have been done, I will transfer all that money back into the checking account to pay February's bills. So I hope that makes sense. So right now we have here $1,060 for rent. Again, some of these bills are broken down by 4 paychecks, some of them are broken down by 2. So this is not the full amount of any of these bills. I wish it was, but it's definitely not. So we have $7 going to our pest control, $19 student loans, $4 for Netflix, $3 for Adobe, $15 for our internet, $35 for our cell phone, $35 for Novant. That is a recent bill for my husband. So I went ahead and set up a payment plan. I'd like to go in and just pay it, but for right now, we're at least sticking with a payment plan, and I'm going to focus more on our debt that has an interest rate. And then once we get rid of that credit card, then we'll go back and focus on everything that doesn't have an interest rate. So Novant is a $35 payment plan I set up. We do transfer $50 a month to our savings account. So that's one of them. That's $25. And then my husband's MRI, we did have an MRI on his knee, so we are set up a payment plan for that as well. That payment plan does not start until next month. So again, these are next month's bills. I am starting the Novant bill this month, so we do have another Novant $35 below, farther in this Excel here. So you'll see it twice, and that's intentional. So we just are setting this aside for next month. So my car is $150, my husband's car is $100, and then our car insurance is $109. So that is a total of $1,600 even that we are going to be setting aside for bills. In addition to our energy and water, which we're doing 70 and 30, which is $135. But I do have this another Novant, like I said. So this is going to come out automatically on Friday. The rest of this will get moved to the checking account. So that is our total. So we actually have $1,600 plus these two, which is a total of $1,700 even. All right, so let's scroll down here, and then we are going to mess with our cash envelopes real quick. So groceries, we've been doing pretty good with the 120. I went over this week just a little bit. We are trying to do a no spend January. I did go over by, I think, $15. So I did use the bank card for that. But even my husband said he had to use his card for gas, I think, because he didn't have cash, and I was just going to deposit the cash into the bank. And he said it felt very weird to use his card, which is awesome. That's exactly what I want. So we're doing really good so far. So I think we're going to stick with 120 in groceries. For Mason, I don't think we need a full 40. I think we still have rollover from last week, so I'm just going to do 20. And then miscellaneous, we'll leave it 20. Pet care, I'm going to drop this down to 40. I don't think we need all of that. Dog grooming, we are going to leave it 50. Gas at 150. I'm trying to think. I think I have 50 still in there, so we actually are going to drop this down to 100. I don't think we need all that. And then childcare is at 600. So we will be pulling $950 for our cash envelopes. And then let's scroll down here. So at the very bottom here, you're going to see this number. Ideally, this is 0. So that would make our zero-based budget. So we need to figure out how to make this 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this real quick. I'm going to get rid of all of our cash or sinking funds. And we're going to look here and see what we have. So we have a total of $657 left that we need to do something with. The goal for me was I wanted ideally half of this would go towards a debt and the rest of it would go towards our sinking funds. But I do want to focus on getting our checking account buffer back to where it needs to be before I put all of my money into the debt. So I'm going to put that stuff back that we had. Christmas, we do need to make sure we are stuffing to stay on schedule for having the amount that we need. So we're going to do 46 in Christmas. We're going to do $2 in Amazon Prime, 50 in Mason's birthday. Again, that's one of those things that Amazon and Mason's birthday are one of those things that has a set amount and it has a due date. So we want to make sure that we are staying consistent on that payment plan to ourselves, I guess. And then I have 133 going towards debt, $25 in retirement, and 303 going to the checking account buffer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this debt here, and I'm going to see where that puts us. So that means we have $231 left to put towards whatever we need. So what I might do is I might beef this up to, let's do 350 in the checking account buffer, and that leaves 184. I'm going to put 184 into our debt here. Okay, so as you can see now, that is 0. So we are all set here. That means we are bringing in $3,342, and we have assigned all of that money to an assignment. Again, that doesn't mean you have to spend it all. Like you see here, I'm putting some into our checking account buffer. We're putting some towards debt. We do automatically have stuff going to our savings account. So you don't have to spend all that money. You just need to make sure you assign it, because then if it's just sitting in your account and it doesn't have a purpose, it's going to get spent. At least for me and my family, we don't have the best spending habits, and doing things like this is what really keeps us on track to continue to pay off our debt. So I believe the next video coming up is going to be our debt confession update. So I hope you guys are interested in seeing that. And then probably by Sunday, we'll have our cash stuffing up for this week. So we're cash stuffing from this video. So, okay, guys, that is a quick synopsis or a quick run over of what we are going to be doing for our budget this week. So I hope you guys watch the next few videos. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you have any video suggestions you want to see. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.